Hello everyone, Yom Tov. Today's reading has been asked to be performed by Laura. Laura has been waiting very patiently, and I want to thank you very, very much for your patience, Laura, love, in asking for this reading. I've been a bit swamped, but I do want to thank you very, very much for your patience and for waiting. So without further ado, without, making you wait any longer, I'm going to make a start now. So, these are my trusted go-to, my golden tarot. Now, like I said to you, Laura, I know you've suffered a loss recently, and please accept my sincerest sympathies. In Judaism, when we hear of the death of someone, we shake the person's hand, the loved one, and we say, "We're very sorry for your loss. May you live a long life, you and your loved ones." Because in Judaism, the normal thing to think is that although when we pass and we are then with God, the family that's left behind, they have the 7 days of mourning, which is sitting Shiva, and then after that it's a case of living your life, getting on with life. Because in Judaism we love life more than we love death. So some of us do believe in the afterlife. Not many, but some of us do. An awful lot of Jewish people don't believe in an afterlife. They just believe that you die and then you go to be with God. There is a place called Sheol. Oh, you've had 3 jumpers there, have all come out together. So I'm going to take them. There's a place called Sheol, where if you've lived a bad life, you'll go there and await God's judgment. But if you've lived a good life, then you go to be with God. Whereas I believe in an afterlife, as I've seen evidence of it from other people, and I like to think I'm a little bit more open-minded. My mind's a bit more elastic, Anyway, while I'm shuffling these cards, Laura, I'm thinking of you. I don't know what you look like. I don't really know anything about you at all. And as you know, I'm not a psychic. Oops, there's another one. I'm not a psychic or a medium. I'm just an empath. I can sense and feel things. Sometimes, if I'm extremely lucky, I'm given images and feelings, and then I just hand them on to the person that I'm reading for, and if it means anything to them, fine. If it doesn't, it's because I've interpreted the message the wrong way. So if it's a success, all the credit goes to Spirit, and if it's not successful, there's another one who wants to be no. If it's not successful, then that's my fault. because, like I said, I haven't interpreted the messages properly. So, I don't think we're going to get any more there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn over the ones that have jumped out, and then I'll add more. So the first one that came out was this one, which is the Four of Pentacles. Just going to put that there. The next one that came out was the Five of Pentacles. And I have shuffled these properly. The next one that came out was the Nine of Wands. The next one that came out was the Five of Swords. And the last one that jumped out was the Queen of Cups. So I'm going to pull another one. You've got the Four of Cups. And the next one that's the King of Wands. Now, from the middle of the deck, we have the Tower. I'm just going to put that here. And from the bottom of the deck, we have Temperance. And I'm just going to pop that here. There. Okay, Laura, now as you know, the tarot is, it's a tool, right? And, you know, it's like, with anything that you do, if you wish to achieve something, if you need to make something, you obviously need a tool of some kind. So if you're cooking a dinner, you need utensils as well as the food, but you need utensils. If you're building something, you need nails and a hammer. And it's like with this, if I want to find out what's happening around you at the moment, obviously the tarot is here, but I also use my intuition, and yes, I get an impression from things from the cards, but I also sense things. I'm made to feel things, and I want to say that with you at this moment, and I'm going to be honest with you, I am only ever honest in my readings. You know, I actually do feel, if I was to say the words to you, the bottom has fallen out of my world, would that make sense to you, love? Because the feelings of sadness, I'm picking up so much sadness. I feel as if I want to say these things to you. I feel as if I'm on my knees. I've sort of been brought to my knees. And I know I should be standing up, and I know there are things I need to do. And I know there are people who want to help me. I mean, everything I'm saying at the moment isn't about me, Laura. It's about you. So when I'm talking like this, it's as if it's coming from you. I hope I'm making that clear. So right now, I feel 1 minute I feel numb, and then the next minute I feel overwhelmed with pain and sadness. I know that I'm being offered help and support, and I'm grateful for that help and support, but sometimes I just wish that if I just said, yes, I'll be in touch, I'll let you know, then people would just back off a little. But then at the same time, it's like I want to be alone, but then I don't want to be alone. So when I am alone, I want someone there. But when I've got people with me, I wish I could be alone. Because when I'm alone, I've got my thoughts. And sometimes it feels as if my head's so numb I can't think. And there's times my heart is so heavy and so filled with pain. There's parts of me are still denying what has happened, and there's parts of me are angry that it's happened. And then I've been left alone. And I want to say to you that I'm sensing this feeling of, king of my world. I'm not sure if you've got some financial worries, Laura. I do feel that you won't have to worry about that. There's, you are going to be able to manage. But right at this moment in time, you've got so much going on in your head, you don't know quite which way to turn. I get the feeling that you're struggling. I get the feeling that you've never felt more alone in your life, and there can be, you know exactly what it means. You can be surrounded by all these people and yet feel so totally isolated. And I am being made to feel that your mother is around you. I don't know whether you can sense her or not. I'm being made to feel that she is definitely with you. But I'm also being made to feel that there's some kind of wall or something that's there between you where you're not connecting. And I also feel that your partner has been trying to connect with you, but there's this wall. I'm being made to feel that there's this wall up, and I feel it's in you. It's like I know I'm not making. I'm not just quiet because I'm trying to think of what to say. I'm quiet because I'm trying to make sense of what I'm sensing and what I'm feeling, and I'm trying to get the right words to put it together. And what I'm sensing here, and just please bear with me, it's a sense of there's this wall all the way around your head, and it's like you're hiding behind this wall, and nothing can get in. Does that make sense to you? Does anything I've said make sense to you? You know, you're reaching out hoping. This is the weird thing, right? This is really weird to me. Because you're reaching out hoping for contact. Yet you've got people around you who are desperately trying to get you to notice that they're there. And you're not picking it up. Does that make any sense to you? You know? Do you know, there's never been a time more than now that I've wished that, you know, I did have the power of mediumship, but I just don't. And I refuse to make things up. I'm not gonna make things up just to you know, pad the reading out or try to impress you. I'm not gonna do that. If I get something, I'll give it to you. If I don't, then I'll tell you that straight. But I do want to tell you that, you know, I do have this sense of being brought to your knees. All the things I've said to you, I'm going to stand by. Everything I've been made to feel, I'm going to stand by those things. And what I do want to say to you is that the only thing that is going to help you right now is time. I do want to say that to you, and I'm being given that to give to you. The one certainty that you have, that you can definitely hold on to, is that when one day passes, then you got another, and then you get through another and another. That the stability that you need is being given to you in the form of time. That's what you need, is time. So when you say to people, give me time, you actually do need it. So if anybody tries to push you to do something, if you're not ready to do it, just say, give me time. You know, I also want to say to you, if there's anything to do with signing papers that deal with your finances, anything financial, anything to do with your home, anything like that, get them signed as soon as you can, That's important. That's very much for the now. That's what you have to do. And that's, to give you some breathing space. It's one less thing for you to worry about. Okay, I want to say that to you. Your emotions, I feel at the moment, are all over the place. But, this recent happening with you, it was just like a bolt out of the blue. It's a bit like getting that card, the tower, the lightning strike. This hit you just out of nowhere. It was completely unexpected. And what you're doing is you're reeling from the impact. That's what I'm being given to tell you. You're reeling from the impact. But you need time. And time is a great healer. And when you have your quiet moments, that's what I'm saying is true. But there's other times you're so caught up in all these emotions, is that you have a hard time believing in all the things you're being told. It's like, people are struggling with what to say. And sometimes all they know is the platitudes. But they mean it, they're being genuine, they're not just saying it. And there's times that you can take it, and there's other times where you can't. But you need time. I mean, I could say to you that things are only going to get better in time. And I'm not saying that you would say this, but it's like, oh, well, that's easy enough for you to say. You're not going through this at the moment, and you're not me. And that would be absolutely true. I'm not you. And you would be absolutely right to say that. If you did, to say to me, well, it's fine for you to say, but what do you know? Nobody knows how I'm feeling right now. They think they know how I'm feeling, but they don't really, because they wouldn't understand. And honestly, Laura, I get it. I just want to tell you that I want to reach out to you, and I want to say to you, it is things are going to level themselves out. The balance is going to come back into your life. I know you're reaching out for answers, and I haven't been the best person to give you all the answers that you need. But I just want to tell you that you need to take all the time that you need to process all of this. Take care of the things that really matter, and the rest of the stuff will take care of itself. Do you understand? Now, I'm going to gather these up. And I'll do something a little bit different for you. I'll give you an energy card. Alright. I wish I had a room to do this, but I don't. Everything's done at the kitchen table. I'm going to give you an energy card. That's what I'm going to do first. And I'm going to have to read from the book because there's so many cards and so much to remember. There's one. I'm going to take that one, but I'm going to keep shuffling because that was a bit quick. But I just want to ask for some. Oh, there's another one. Shuffle once more. I want to ask for some energy for Laura, please, because I haven't had time to ask. Laura needs help and guidance right now, and she also needs some spiritual energy. So if there is something that Spirit would like to say to Laura through these cards, then please could you answer Laura? Thank you. For some energy for Laura, please. Oops. There's two have come out. Oh dear. Right. Well, Laura, it looks as if you're going to get a lot today. Right, okay. So what came out first? The Temple Path. That came out first. That's number 12. I'll read you what that says. Is spiritual purpose and support. Receiving this card represents your own spiritual evolution. The winding path you are on leads to a blessed temple in a lovely garden, symbolizing the spiritual destiny your soul has had in mind for this lifetime. This card is here to tell you that what you're going through now is all part of your soul's process. You are on your karmic path and heading in the right direction. And the choices you make now are important for your personal growth and life lessons. The lights around the temple represent the spirit world, your family members and friends, angels and guides. All the loving spirit helpers who long to assist you. Call upon them and be open to their wisdom and inspiration. This is a wonderful life-expanding time, so keep in mind your personal priorities as well as your spiritual connection. Following your higher intentions will help you move your life forward in dramatic ways, and connecting with spirit and your higher self, you will have a wonderful influence on all that you experience. And your affirmation: I open my heart to my spiritual truth and a deeper connection with spirit. Guidance and inspiration come freely and easily to me. So, I think that's quite true actually. Because I do feel that there are loved ones around you that you do need to open yourself up to and listen to what they have to say. It's very easy to do. Just have confidence that you can do it. Now the next card is patience. And it looks like this. Right. I want to read that for you. This card shows a beautiful angel holding a clock in the stillness of winter. Her quiet, peaceful energy is telling you that it's time to release the old urgency and look at things with a much clearer perspective. This card is telling you to relax and let go of all the single-minded desperation that's been driving you. Don't try and force your will on only one option. When you think there's only one solution to satisfy your need or to make you happy, you are blocking many other potential solutions from coming your way. Let go of the anxiety. Be flexible. Be patient, open and creative. Choose to be peaceful in the present. The universe has more options than you may be aware of. Quiet your mind, broaden your perspective, and let them come through. So I think there you're definitely being told to open yourself up. And your affirmation for this one: I pursue my goals with open receptivity. I am patient and flexible, willing to receive in many surprising and imaginative ways. Now the next card that came for you is the Angel of Balance. You see, the Angel of Balance. Right. This loving presence holds a picture of liquid light in front of the pyramids, reminding you that a strong destiny relies on a solid foundation of personal balance and emotional equanimity. Although things may have been out of sync in the past, this card is telling you that a greater equilibrium is now coming to your life. Remain conscious about how you are balancing your goals and your physical and emotional energy as well. Whenever you feel yourself getting off center or losing focus, call upon this beautiful angel and bring her attention into your heart center. Your intuition will lead you in the right direction, and the angel will guide you to a peaceful and centered approach. And your affirmation: I live a balanced and centered life. As I care for myself, the universe cares for me also. It's telling you that you're not alone. I think that's important for you to know. You're not alone. And look at the last one. Oh, this one is called the Thinking Woman. You see that okay there? The Thinking Woman. Right. This card shows a woman holding a book, standing before a staircase, ready to lead you to a higher understanding. This woman could be a friend who helps you express and understand your feelings, or she could be a teacher brought to your life at this time to take you in a new direction. This could also be, a woman who is thoughtful, conscientious and aware. This could also represent a side of yourself that's ready to blossom and bring clarity and assistance to the world. If so, find your voice and let your wisdom shine. And your affirmation is, I open my mind and heart to my own inner wisdom. I am thoughtful, focused and clear. So, those are all the cards that came out for you. I'm just going to put them to one side. Now, normally I'd do a spirit animal. But today I felt called to using this deck called Postcards from Spirit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle these. And these cards give messages. And there may just be something that you need to hear. Shucks. Let's pop the deck. So that's the booklets I'm looking for. Right. They're called Postcards from Spirit because on one side it looks like a postcard, but the other side has a message on it. So I'm going to shuffle these and see what comes out here. Please could the right postcard from Spirit come out for Laura, please. Laura needs to hear a message. And it would be lovely if she could get a message, please. A postcard from Spirit. It would be lovely, thank you. Oh, there we go. There it is. Right. Okay. Have a look. And the back looks like a postcard. And on the other side, there is a message. So I'm going to read that to you now, Laura. Dearest you, going the extra mile to achieve your dreams and putting in some overtime will reap big rewards. Now is the time for you to act, to stir up some energy and put these plans into action. There are many windows of opportunity that open, but close quickly when you don't take the risk and go for it. Today, be confident that your hard work will pay off, and you'll feel the satisfaction and fulfillment of reaching your desired outcome. It might turn out even better than you expected. Isn't that amazing? Remember, however much work you're willing to put in, we will match it tenfold on our end. Everyone over here is rooting for you to win the game of life. So just do it. Loving you so, so much. These cards are like, they're described as goodwill messages from the spirit world. I mean, it's being put together by a particular lady. And she's done a series of cards that, she thinks would be good for people. Give some messages that she hopes people will understand. But anyway, I hope that made some sense. and was okay for you. Right. I want to thank you, Laura, for allowing me to read for you. And I hope some of it made some sense. If it was, you know, just give me some feedback and you let me know if there's anywhere where I went wrong. Because, you know, I need to learn. And if it wasn't quite what you were looking for, then I can always try again. But in the meantime, I'm sending you so much love and great big hugs. Please take care of yourself. Okay, love? And I'm right here if you need to talk to me. Take care. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.